I started smoking a pipe because I liked the smell. First, I smoked raspberry glop and smelled like a walking fruit salad. Then I tried Angel's Breath, and the chicks went wild. But Angel's Breath tasted like dragon's fire, so I gave up the chicks to save my mouth. Then I tried Carter Hall, cool and smooth, and the aroma. Oh, the chicks are back. Pass the word, the chicks are back. Carter Hall, the pipe tobacco that tastes as good as pipe tobacco smells.
Hello guys, welcome to the finale of the summer of Carter Hall. Ooh, as I kick the camera. So I want to do a recap and just let you guys know my end thoughts on the blend after having so much of it now. Kind of where it falls in my rotation as I get eaten alive here in late August, and so forth. Now, if you guys are new to my channel, welcome. If you have not seen some of my other Carter Hall videos, pardon me. My back history is I hated Carter Hall. I love all the Collier blends, well, really except for Borkum Riff. I may go through that in the future, but anyway, Borkum Riff and Carter Hall were the ones that I really hated. Everything else I love. And so I really wanted to take some time and, really give Carter Hall a good college try. Pun intended. This batch that I have done, aside from the first video in this series, has all been the Dominican Republic made Carter Hall. So I have had a total of 32 bowls of Carter Hall in the span, that I did, which was about, 8, 12, almost 13 weeks. About 2 bowls a week, give or take, some a little more, some a little less. So I always like starting with the pros. My wife doesn't mind the smell and really never complains about the smell on me. She is just neutral to it. She doesn't say that it stinks. She doesn't say it smells good. She just says it doesn't bother her. So that can be a pro, and it is a pro in my category. It really is, Carter Hall is a chameleon of a blend. And I say that with love. And when I say that, it works well and good in any pipe. I'm not lying. But it works best in a corn cob. And that's what's in here tonight, of course. This is my final Carter Hall smoke for the summer of Carter Hall. Another pro, super easy to pack. Most Codger blends are. There can be some little thicker leaves in it. Occasionally you'll get a little ribbon here and there, but generally it's a coarse cut and it's easy to pack. Super easy to do the Codger scoop and go. Easy to light. I have to say, and I have had a ton of Codger blends. I would say the only blend other than Carter Hall that you can light repeatedly with one match is Model Match. All of the rest of them, you're going to pretty much have to do a false and true light, unless you just dry all the other Codger blends out to a crisp. This, right out of the box, usually only needs one match. Awesome. Great for a beginner. That brings me to my next point. It's so good at that it can often spoil you as far as, and get you in bad habits with regards to tamping. You really don't have to tamp with Carter Hall. It kind of reminded me, I'm a gun guy. I don't share that a lot on here because of the way things are. But if you've ever shot a very high-end performance pistol or rifle, and you shoot a lot, then you will know that, like, I'm going to say this, probably not going to be popular. It's not good to do that all the time. And here's my reasoning. Because those high-end, really good firearms spoil you and make your fundamentals lax because they're doing such a good job for you. So often, like if you go back to a Glock or something, you're like, whoa, this just feels so clunky, you know, and you don't shoot it well. And not that Carter Hall is high-end. I'm not saying it's high-end. Definitely Cadre blend. But the mechanics of it can really make you kind of lazy and maybe forget your fundamentals of pipe smoking in certain ways. The next pro is it blends well, again, like a chameleon in any pipe, but it blends well with almost anything. I have blended Carter Hall with Cherry Blends, BCA, PS41, Chocolate PS41 is Peter Stokeby, PS41 Cube Cut Burley, Chocolate Eclair, 1Q, half and half, Aromatic 7, and it all works. It all works well. It just works. So the tasting notes, generally speaking, you're going to get a nice sweet kind of nutty burley, molasses, and a bourbon finish. Pretty much stays to the end. We'll talk about that a little bit more. One-dimensional smoke. Doesn't really evolve as you smoke. It is what it is. Very forgiving on the tongue. I am a filtered smoker. See, here I'm tamping only because I'm talking so much. I probably wouldn't have to do this if I was just smoking it. I have had to use filters. My chemistry just doesn't allow me to smoke unfiltered, except for a few blends. I have been able to smoke a few blends unfiltered. This is one of them. Pretty good. Room note is not this is my opinion, not my wife's, okay? The room note is not offensive, but I don't know that it will be pleasant to others as well. Okay, take that for what it's worth. All right, the cons are also that it's one-dimensional. Okay, I gotta relight. While it works good in any pipe, I have found that it sings to me in the cob repeatedly. But however, I did not dedicate a briar to it. The other thing is that in a meerschaum, to me, it's hot air. That is the one con. Now, I'm not a big meerschaum guy, but I know a lot of you guys are. To me, Carter Hall and meerschaum just doesn't work. And the last con for me, this is totally my opinion, and you may hate this next thing, and that's okay. Because of the bourbon finish, it's not my favorite profile. I love molasses. I love the nuttiness. I love the sweet burley. I love the comfort feeling it gives. But the bourbon detracts for me. And I think that's one of the reasons I don't reach for it as much. But nonetheless, it is still a very good blend. So here are my final thoughts. A tried and true codger smoke that is great for any time, or a time when you can't decide what you want. It doesn't quite reach that comfort burley level for me, mainly for the bourbon, but does come darn close. The bourbon is what keeps it away from me. And again, some of you may say that I am absolutely crazy, and that is okay. You may love bourbon, and that may be why you like Carter Hall. But I have to say that I am happy that I went through this journey, because I do like it now. I despised it before. I did not understand the hype. I did not understand all of the circumstances, yada, yada, yada. People would just ramble like, what are y'all talking about? It tastes like ash. But now I like it. Now again, I like the Dominican Republic stuff. So, all right, guys, that's my recap of Carter Hall. You can slowly feel the fall starting to come into the air. At least I'm making it up in my mind. It's still pretty warm here in Kentuckiana. But yeah, stay tuned to the channel. We'll have more good stuff. And with that, we'll see you on another Paladin Piper video very soon. Take care, guys.